It is time. We're ready for football, and one of the Viking defensive leaders is here talking ball. Racing's great this time of year. We have two greats on tap, pavement and water, and more honors for this Lynx standout. It's all ahead. It's Game On. And it's good to be back with you. Great that you have found Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill on this Sunday. I'm Rod Simons, great guest for you, and hope you have survived the crazy, very, very hot week of weather that we had. We're going to settle in and talk a lot of fun outdoor stuff for you over the next 30 minutes and introduce you to some kids that have played some great baseball over the last few months. So in order to get started, as we always do, let's get it game on by the numbers. And the numbers show the Twins are embarking on their longest road swing of the summer so far. Texas, Oakland, and the LA Angels. NFL work gets intense with deals and preseason chatter ahead. The WNBA second half begins with two tough home games for the Lynx at Target Center. And 42 days until high school fall sports return. Couldn't be more delighted than to have the man back in the house, number 23, Cedric Griffin. Good to have you here.
Well, I appreciate you having me on again.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horn for sure, for sure.
And you got the hat on?
Yes, sir. I always represent Longhorn Country just
Nice.
because it's a great school, so I always do that.
So I've been telling you, I am so excited for football to be back. I know you guys are too. I think one of the reasons we're all chomping at the bit is because we haven't had any camps, but
Right.
it's coming.
Well, it's definitely coming, I believe. We haven't had any news about football. Well, we have news about football, but we haven't had any highlights about football and camp stuff like that. So once football gets started again, I'm sure everyone will be excited. And but I'm sure everyone's excited now. But
I'm dying.
when football starts, we'll be back rolling again.
Do you have a sense of how this crazy off season has played out for players? Because you really haven't been in camps, so you guys don't really know how everybody's doing.
Right.
Do you think it'll be business as usual?
I'm going to say it's going to be business as usual just because this is a profession. Everyone takes their job seriously. We get paid for this. So we're all going to show up in shape. We're all going to show up and come to work. But at the same time, it may have affected, some of the rookies, some of the guys who were injured just because we're not in our routine. So it may have some ill effects on some players.
I have a sense that Coach Frazier and that coaching staff and that guy named Singletary and Puggich and all those guys will whip everybody into shape on the defensive side pretty quickly.
That's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting to go back to, man. Just think about Pug, Leslie Frazier, and Mike Singletary. All them guys are very animated, very aggressive guys, and when we get back there, it's going to be no problem getting guys back in order for sure.
I know from your emails and some of the other conversations that I've had with people who watch out there, they want to know that question you are so sick of hearing, but how you feeling? How are your legs? How are the wheels?
How are the wheels? How are the knees? I'm doing well, man. I really am. I appreciate the support. I appreciate all the consideration. And people ask me about my legs or whatnot, but I'm a young guy still, young 28. I'm doing well right now. I've been working out hard in Austin, Texas, and now coming back with my trainers now to work out again. Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to want to see me for a little while before they let me go, and which I have no problem doing because I will show them that I'm ready for sure.
Maybe the hardest working guy when everybody gets back to work together is going to be the Vikings trainer checking up on all you guys because he hasn't been able to do any of that with all these players.
Exactly, and I tell you one thing about Eric Sugarman and his training staff, they do a great job with all the players, no matter if you're first string, second string, or a free agent or a rookie. They do a great job making sure everyone's prepared, making sure everyone's doing all right, and they have been checking up on us before the lockout ended, so we're going to be doing fine, but when we get back, he has a lot of work ahead of him for sure.
We're talking with Cedric Griffin, the great Vikings defensive back. We're going to have more coming up. It's Game On. You can always get the latest information on the show and your teams at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com, packed with the latest blogs. Brandon on baseball, you're seeing him here on our Voice of the Fan, the boss on MMA, and extensive reach on the Vikings. Shockers Locker is it. We'll also link you to our partners, the fan site for the Vikings at purplepride.org. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Time now to hear from our fan, Voice of the Fan with Brandon on baseball. It's Bert Blyleven going into the Hall of Fame. Some nuggets.
He was a great pitcher, 5th all-time in strikeouts right now, but to put it into context, people say that Jack Morris should be in the Hall of Fame, and for Morris to match Blyleven's numbers, he'd have to pitch about another 10 years at an ERA that was in the ones. So to really contextualize how good Blyleven was, he was worlds better than Jack Morris.
What are you doing?
You can write on these new Bud Light labels. So I'm sending out 12-ounce invitations.
Here we go.
Yes. Oh, hold on.
How many people do we invite?
About 8 cases worth.
For limited time only, the new My Bud Light bottle with a special label that lets you use a key or coin to write your name, number, whatever. Here we go.
Matt, come on. Seriously?
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
We're back. It's Game On. Good to have you with us on this Sunday. Hope you have survived the hot temperatures. Vikings hot defensive back Cedric Griffin in the house. I was asking you just because Aaron Henderson was here last week and he's been busy with parental duties during this offseason, and you have been staying busy with your 2 little ones.
Right. Well, Aaron's a little different situation than I am. He has a newborn. I have a 5 and 4-year-old, so they're a little bit less trouble right now. They love to run around and get into mischief, but I'm doing well with them. And they're out there in Austin, Texas right now, learning how to swim and do activities like that right now.
Outdoor stuff. You know, one of the things I was asking you about, and have been very curious about this off season because of the lockout and everything. Has it been difficult to do workouts when you haven't been coming to Minnesota for camps and things?
No, I don't believe so, man. Just because I get a lot of older guys, a lot of veterans, they work out on their own anyway, and a lot of guys don't come into mini camp, don't come to mandatory mini camp, don't come to OTA, so it's really business as usual for us. We're working out, and I've been in Austin, Texas, University of Texas, working out with some of the old players I played with, and some guys that's in the league now at the same time. So I've been getting great workouts so far, and I believe that whenever I get back to the Viking facility, we're all gel again.
For the first time in your career as a Viking, the Vikings are kind of under the radar because everybody's talking about the Bears and the Packers. Right. That's kind of got to be a little different, but maybe good.
I don't believe it's different. I mean, my first year here with Minnesota, we didn't have a really good team. We had a good team, but we didn't have a really good record.
Right.
And we flew under the radar, and then the next couple of years, we've been rising to the top.
Oh, yeah.
And we're still at the top, man. We have a lot of great athletes on our team. We just had a bad year last year, and once everybody get in together, we're going to be refocused, and we'll come with a new game plan.
People don't understand how excited you guys are about Leslie Frazier.
Right, exactly. I mean, he's an old Bear guy, man, and he got one of his ex-teammates in here, too, so we're gonna. I'm pretty sure Leslie's gonna let the rain go a little bit and let everybody go and play and get loose because that's just the way you gotta let players play, and he's a player's coach for sure.
And that he just said it too. And Aaron was telling me this. Some of the old timers have told me as well. Some of the Viking alums. There's nothing like being coached by a former player.
Right, correct. I mean, and that's the truth, man, because they know our bodies. They know the ill effects of a long 16 game schedule. They know what we like to do outside of football, so their whole mentality is just like ours, and it's nothing better to be coached by one of your own.
And it's not an 18-game schedule, by the way.
All right, we know that.
Yeah, we do know that. That's nice. Congratulations. Last question for you. You have a great foundation, Stand Up for Kids. Now that you're back in town and football is on the burner, you're going to be kicking the foundation into gear.
Right, it's going back on again. Start back in the fall. We're going to be doing Friday events for the kids again, and we go all around Minneapolis. It doesn't matter if it's inner city school or public or private school. We just love to go get the kids and bring them out on Fridays and have fun and take them to different events and let them hang around some professional football players and basketball players.
Cedric's going to get all the information to us. We'll put it on the website. We'll keep you updated. What number 23 does, you'll know about well in advance. Thanks for being with us.
I appreciate you having me.
Always great to have you.
Thanks so much.
Cedric Griffin, it's Game On. And it is time for Wheels of Thunder week ahead and a big slate. The Twins' next home game is August 5th when the White Sox come back to town. Fort Lauderdale visiting the Star soccer team on August 10th. And the Lynx get the LA Sparks on July 26th. Golf, the 3M Championship up in Blaine, August 1st through the 7th. The Saints get Sioux City on the 24th. And don't forget, the Herb Brooks Foundation being honored September 9th with Herb Stock. More to come on that. Wheels of Thunder Radar Power Cruise last day is today in Brainerd, powercruise.com. July 28th, it's Beater X in Elk River and Monster Trucks in Anoka on July 30th. And don't forget, you can check out Ghost Players, those guys from the Field of Dreams, August 11th at Fan HQ. Check out the Fan HQ website for more information. And now, once again, time for our Voice of the Fan. It's Burt Blyleven going into the Hall of Fame. Our Brandon on baseball with some nuggets on number 28.
I think the weird thing is that his numbers didn't get any better after he retired, obviously. 5th in strikeouts now, and he's got almost 300 wins. Guys have passed him up since. That's why it's kind of frustrating that he's taken 14 ballots to get into the Hall of Fame when his numbers haven't gotten better since he threw his last pitch.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deebly, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Here's Beasley, isolated right side. He puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Drops it for Love. 3 ball on the way. Got it to go! Kevin Love with a 30-30.
Wes Johnson rises up and comes down hard. Ridnour throws it up for Darko and he lifts it in. Tolliver knocks it in.
More reasons to get your 2011-2012 season tickets at Timberwolves.com. The Minnesota Timberwolves. United we run.
She was just here last week, and more honors for Lynx forward Rebekkah Brunson. She's the Western Conference Player of the Week for the second time this season. She leads the WNBA in field goal percentage and rebounding. This is the second time this year she's been Player of the Week and the third time in her career. Great start for Rebekkah Brunson. Great start for the Lynx. Congratulations to our friend from the Lynx. Welcome back. You recognize this face. It's the legendary racer, Doc Holliday. Great to have you in the house.
Good to be here.
So, Doc, if people think that you're done and you're just taking care of business and signing autographs, they're very, very wrong. You're still racing.
Oh, yeah. I came back about 4 years ago with a nostalgia funny car. Went back to my old Plymouth Aero body, and I'm back at it again.
Still racing the Telstar race team?
Absolutely.
You probably still have the itch for speed, the need for speed.
The need for speed, it's still there, yes.
So how fast do you compare from now and what you were doing then?
Well, back when I retired, we were running up in the 270 mile an hour range.
Lordy.
The cars I'm running now will run about 240 to 250, so we're not going quite as fast, but there's limitations on what we can do to the motors, and that slows us down a little bit.
250? That is unbelievable.
That's still fun.
Man, and you look great.
I'm having a good time.
So the competitive fire is still burning like crazy.
Yeah, it never seems to go away.
Yeah. Is the sport growing the way you had hoped it would grow?
Well, the nostalgia thing has really come on in the last couple of years because it's a little more affordable than running what we call the big show cars with John Force and those guys, which we used to do. That got so out of control cost-wise that if you didn't have big sponsor money, you couldn't do it. The nostalgia cars, it's still kind of expensive, but it's not anywhere near the amount of money that it takes to run one of the big show cars.
There's a lot of activities happening up in Brainerd. They're hoping for a good summer, weather permitting. The Power Cruise is just finishing this weekend, but there seems to be a heightened interest.
Absolutely. Things are.
Maybe it's because it's affordable to fans.
Well, that's it. We go to a lot of these small tracks. We were just out at Grove Creek, and people could come out there for $15 and get to see some nitro funny cars, and that really helps out, especially when things are a little tough. People still want to go do some things. They limit their budget on what they do.
And they can also plug their ears a little bit because it's still...
Absolutely. They're still loud.
Oh, my God. And just the smell. First-timers have to get used to that stuff.
Yeah, and when you see it on TV, it doesn't do it justice. You really know you need to go see it in person.
Okay, so if people want to catch up with you, website and your next race.
Next race will be
Ohio, right?
We'll be in Norwalk, Ohio.
Norwalk, Ohio. And is there a website that they can go? Does Telstar have a little website?
Well, we don't have one for ourselves, but we're on the DRO website.
Great.
Drag Racing Online, that shows up what's going on at some of the races.
Yep, and we'll plug that on GameOnTVMN.com. Catch up with Doc, and great to have you here. We're just delighted.
Great to be here.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Doc Holliday, part of Game On. Time now to hear from our fan. Voice of the fan with Brandon on baseball. It's Bert Blyleven going into the Hall of Fame. Some nuggets.
Big thing was that he was a notorious prankster during his time in the major leagues. He was notorious for the hot foot, lighting his teammates' shoelaces on fire. And when he was with the Angels at the end of his career, on the fire extinguisher they had, in case of Blyleven, pull handle.
How to order a pizza. Step 1, decide on toppings. And Pizza Man says, remember, cheese is included and only extra cheese is considered a topping. Step 2, pickup or delivery. And if you choose delivery, don't forget to tip the delivery person. Step 3, call Pizza Man for the TV special. Step 4, call Pizza Man in Anoka, home of the heavy toppings.
The sun has always powered life. And now it powers our latest innovation to heat and cool your home more efficiently. Introducing the world's only solar-powered home energy system, which saves you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
Go green with Liberty Comfort Systems and your neighbors will be green with envy.
Get the latest in green technology and save some green. Lynx. Innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back, it's Game On. Good to have you with us on this Sunday. Rod with a couple of world champions, and we're talking, it's kind of like a mix of winter and summer, extreme snowmobile racing on water. These guys, I'm sure you've heard it, it sounds crazy. Krista Mackey-Zern, husband Sean, great to have you guys in the house.
Thanks.
So you've heard people saying you're crazy.
Oh yeah, lots.
And you take a snowmobile places it's never been before. Right?
Yeah.
Tell us how you do it. We're seeing the video. It's unbelievable what you do with these snowmobiles.
Well, I raced the drag course, and I just started 3 years ago, and I pretty much just crept up to the water and grabbed a mitt full of throttle and went. That was the end of that.
First female world champion.
Yep.
And you're beating guys all the time.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
They're husband and wife, and they actually met racing. And you've been racing for over 10 years, almost 13, 14 years, at multiple world championships, and you're very extreme. Tell us.
Yes, I've been oval racing in the pro class now since 2005. It gets pretty extreme. We'll get 6 guys, we'll qualify for the feature race at every event, and we'll race for 8 laps, bar to bar.
Unbelievable.
Through 2-3 feet of waves.
How do you keep the big rig that going? What is it?
It's just all about finesse and just being one with your sled.
Yeah, being one with your sled. You both race Skidoos?
Yes.
Why is it the best rig out there?
Well, I was a Polaris driver for probably 8 years, and I jumped on Skidoo just because that's the winning sleds. Been that way for a long time, and I've been pretty successful with the Skidoos. They've been a great sled.
Yeah. And your thoughts?
I'm totally a Skidoo girl.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's it like beating guys all the time?
I don't know. It feels pretty good knowing that I can go out there and be just as good as some of these top drivers.
You've only been racing 3 years.
Yep.
What got you into it? Watching
Sean.
Really?
Yep. Actually, I had never even ridden a snowmobile since 2001, and I'd never been on water, so.
And what's interesting, they don't really like the snow that much, right?
We put more miles on our snowmobiles on the water in the summer than we do on snow.
When can we catch you both in your next race?
It'll be the last weekend in August in Wausau, Wisconsin. It's a pretty good event.
Nice. Now, if people want to see what you do, how can they Google or go to a website? What can they do?
You can go to the iwausa.org, and you can check us out at glhperformance.com. You'll get footage, and you'll get to see other drivers and see what the sport's all about.
We got to have you back before the end of the season. Krista Mackey-Zern, husband Sean, thanks you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Great to see
Thank you.
Stay safe out there, all right?
We will.
We will.
Nice. Right here on Game On. And don't forget, you can join us for a live taping in person every Tuesday. We'd love for you to be a part of Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. Great guests, live show, autograph specials. You can even check out the courtyard outside, weather permitting. Would love to have you. Just check out GameOnTVMN.com or CourtsideAnoka.com for all the details. As you know, each and every week we take time to focus on our young players in the region. This week is no different. We're welcoming Richfield Black. Correct, Coach?
Right.
Very nice. And they're champions in their Babe Ruth League. David Stibbe is with me. Congratulations, Coach, on a great summer season. You're very proud of these guys.
Oh, it's great. Well, the great thing is not only are they good ball players, they're really good kids.
Yeah.
Just really good kids. So.
Now, you guys started, what, 6, 7 years old playing baseball?
Yeah, I think most of them.
And they progressed to a point where they're all ready to go into junior high and high school baseball. So they're being competitive.
Oh, yeah, they're serious about it, and they're good.
Yeah. Max on the end plays for Roosevelt.
Yep.
Correct? And he's in 7th grade. I guess the spirit of the summer ball is to have fun, but to improve on what you're doing in the field.
Yeah, and it's always more fun to win.
Oh, yeah. And you said that you have a very competitive league.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they take baseball seriously in Richfield.
Yeah.
And actually, Richfield Babe Ruth includes Southwest Minneapolis and parts of South Central and Southeast Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So it's a big area.
And did you play when you were this age?
Yeah, but not as well as them.
Yeah, they seem to play very, very well. What's the best part of the season now that you're looking back?
Just the fun, the teammate stuff, the sportsmanship, the play.
There were a lot of other players on the team, but it is summer and there are vacations, right, guys? Right. We're glad you're here with us. Give yourselves a big round of applause for your championship. Yeah. Give it up for the Richfield. You guys give yourselves a hand. Come on now. Yay. Richfield Black, right here on Game On. Time now to hear from our fan. Voice of the fan with Brandon on baseball. It's Bert Blyleven going into the Hall of Fame. Some nuggets.
On 1986's Fan Appreciation Day, the last series of the season, Blyleven gave this incredible speech about how if the team could gel together as a group, they could contend for the World Series. And he wasn't messing around. That was a really poor Twins team, and they really came together in '87 and made him kind of look like a prophet.
In New Orleans, we know how to throw a party. In the UFC, we know how to kick back.
Throwing over 3,000 Bud Light contest winners, and here we go.
Bud Light's giving away thousands of trips to New Orleans for the Bud Light UFC Battle on the Bayou. Get in on the action at Facebook.com/Bud Light or wherever Bud Light is sold.
It's the sure sign of fight night. Here we go.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Perfect time to bring in the general manager here at Courtside Bar and Grill. It's Craig Carger. Have you survived the heat wave?
I'm getting through it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over.
It's summer. It could be winter, you know.
Yeah, welcome to Minnesota. Right?
No kidding. What's hot this week?
You know, Rod, Tuesday nights we got the darts here. You can come out and see a live taping of Game On with Rod Simons. This weekend we have two bands. Friday night is Sugar Laced Mornings. Saturday night is Two Is Enough. So we have live music every weekend. The patio, haven't got much use out of it this week, but We got some good weather coming up this week, so.
And the burger count is at 15?
No. We're about 17,500 right now.
Sweet, 17,000. Best burgers in the metro, right here
right.
at Courtside. If people want more information,
you can go to the web, www.courtsideinoka.com.
It's K2 with us here on Game On. It is time for the MIAC Minute. This is Ryan Camerata. He's a senior at Carleton. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
So are you enjoying being off, considering this is your senior year?
Yep.
But are you still staying active and in shape? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the season. I'm running a lot. I'm playing soccer on a men's league team with some guys from the Carleton team. So yeah, trying to get ready for the season.
Carleton has a great soccer program. Champs in 08 and 09, second place in 10. You guys expect good things in 11.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Our goal is just to get back on top of the MIAC and then try to get back to the NCAA tournament. We haven't made it since my freshman year, so that's kind of our ultimate goal, I guess.
And you're quite a player. Do you feel, as you have gotten older, that the leadership has kind of quietly come with you?
Yeah, I'm not very loud. I'm kind of soft-spoken, so I guess kind of the guys who are younger kind of follow us now that we're older. But when we were younger, obviously we weren't much of leaders.
Well, it always happens. Looking back at the Women's World Cup, a good thing for soccer that just happened?
Yeah, I don't know. The women's team should have obviously won that game, had a lot of chances, but
a lot of Americans are saying that now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they were favored, so
yeah.
I guess it'll give them something to work for in the future.
Absolutely. Okay, so when we look forward to the fall, who's going to be the teams to beat next to Carleton?
Augsburg's always tough, and McAllister's always got a strong team. So those two, and then St. Olaf's obviously our rival from Northfield, so we always try to beat them. So those are kind of the...
Well, Ryan, we're looking forward to great things. Thank you for being with us on the MIAC Minute, and have a great season, great school year in addition to your studies and everything else.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Ryan Camerata with us from Carleton Soccer here in the MIAC Minute. Whew, busy show. Great Sunday it's been. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Sunday. Don't forget, check for all our updates. We're at GameOnTVMN.com. And yes, we do answer our tweets at GameOnTVMN. We leave you with pictures from my recent Golf for the Gift of Adoption at Troy Byrne Golf Club in Hudson, Wisconsin. Thank you for all the sponsors and volunteers, golfers, and everybody who played a big role in our big day for Gift of Adoption Fund. We'll see you next week right here on Game On.